I'm not very much worried about my freezer because, as you can see, everything can last for longer. These are arrowroots for 2 days, which I will finish. So this is a few days before we travel, and when I travel I like leaving my fridge empty. So I'll start by just checking what we need to finish before the week ends. I'm not very much worried about my freezer because, as you can see, everything can last for longer. I'll just highlight what I have. This is mbuzi, the 2 containers. These are just ice cubes. This is ice cream. This is githeri, and I have another pack of githeri over here. This one and this one, and then these are green peas, and then this is this is boneless chicken, and then we have butter over here. The door is full, that's why I moved butter. Then we have osumbuko here. We have some maize over here. We have some smokies over there. We have burger patties over there, and I think we must be having something else. Yeah, one of the containers has sausages, which I can't remember which one, but it's somewhere here. So by the time we are coming back, this food will be available, so we will not have a hard time settling back. Down here we have liver, we have a pineapple, we have some mbuzi. Everything else is vegetables which can last for a while, so I'm not stressed. So this is just maize. These are arrowroots for 2 days, which I will finish. And then our drinks are just over here. Yeah, I have not had the JD, imagine. And then yeah, so it's a bit messed up, but we'll get to organize it in due course. As the dinner is cooking, I'll check what is in my fridge. I can see this is some mbuzi. I think everything else is something which can last longer, and this fridge needs a cleanup. So okay, I've removed my stuff from the fridge, and what I want to do is that I want to drain this water a bit. You can see the water here, okay, and then I'm going to change the serviette so that I'm sure when I'm away that my food is still in good condition. You can see this one is wet. This one is actually dripping wet, which tells you if you leave it, it's going to go bad. At least this is still dry, and this is a bit dry. So we are going to change the ones which are wet, and ensure we change both at the top and at the bottom, so that we don't find the food going bad. You can see these carrots are 2 weeks in the freezer. How amazing. I don't know whether I'm shooting. Yeah, you can see this one is actually dripping water. So I'll have to dry them, and then I pack them afresh. I set the base afresh so that the freshness of the container remains, and also whatever is in here does not become soggy. Okay, like now I'll show you. This has gone bad because it's soggy. Yeah, so ensure your storage is always dry so that the freshness of your food is maintained. So we will just replace this one. You can see. We can then also wipe the food so that in case it was wet, it does not continue getting wet. Yeah, you can see this. I think I might have to regulate my fridge because I don't think it should be having this ice ice whatever forming, so it could be higher, but I like that everything is still fresh and in good condition, and I don't have any leftovers. Apparently I have not cooked this week, so I don't have struggles trying to figure out about the leftovers. But and what I'm making today will be finished before I travel. Yeah, so I'll do the same for all of them. This one is not so wet, so we'll just wipe a bit, ensure it's dry. We change the serviette. We wipe the tomatoes. This is 2 weeks later, having these tomatoes, so you can see they are ripe and they're still in good condition. How good is that? Yeah, so the key thing is to ensure they are maintained in good condition so that they can serve you longer. Yeah, so basically that's it for this part. I'll just finish everything off camera because I need to get to sleep. Yeah, so let's see you on the next clip. So the next ones, we have this, which are partially cut, and I don't want them to go bad. So what I'll do, I'll wrap them in cling film, and this should be able to make them last. Yeah. Comment down below with how you store your vegetables to give them a longer life. So I think I'll put it there, and then I cut that. And then I wrap. So I'll first put them here so that I can also dry the container. Let me know how you store your stuff for longer, especially the ones that you have cut a piece, because sometimes you don't want to cook the whole piece because the food quantity is so little, or you actually just want to have a feel. Like this yellow one, I don't like putting a big portion, so I have to slice it in small quantities. If you have never tried it, it's a bit sweet, so that's why I don't like putting a big portion in my food. Yeah, so I think that's it for that lot, because this is the last one. I'm just going to wrap it up. Okay, just like that. So we have them there, and this is the container, so we'll just change the container and just wipe it. Honestly, I don't have time to clean and wait for them to dry. Yeah, so that is why I'm making do with the circumstances. So then we put in, of course, a new serviette, and we put back our bell peppers, you can see we are now set. So this, we are very sure they will still be intact when I come back. Yeah. So let's see how our tomatoes and our whatever turned out. Once again, this same container is having too much water. You can see ice cubes, but surprisingly it's the only container that is getting too much water. So I don't quite understand whether it's my regulation which has a problem, or it's the container, whatever is in the container. I don't know, but you can see our carrots are still intact, fresh. Everything is fresh. Yeah. So I'll first change the top. I will see what time I will change the bottom. And this is a week later. You can see this one is still intact, no much sweat, just a minimal water over here. I hope I'm showing. Then you can see this one still looks very fresh. All of them, you can see they are not getting old. Sometimes when you leave them without packing them in a cling film, they tend to look old after a few days. So for our tomatoes, you can see this one is dry, the other one is wet. You can see nothing much has changed. This looks a bit, ooh, they've started messing up. Yeah, but nothing much has changed in a week. So we just need to ensure we finish them now, because they have been there a while, like I think this is the third one. Yeah, so basically that's what was the outcome after the week. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new, kindly consider subscribing so that you're notified every time we upload a new video. If you're returning, thank you so much for always coming back to watch our videos. See you on our next one. Bye bye.